It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Right there, 56. Watch the run,
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
56. Come on. You better bring it.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 34.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
21. Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 11-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
24, 24.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10.
11.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here we go. White. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, they're scared.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
12. Go ahead.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cassius Marsh able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go again.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Watch the safety creep. 56 of Mike.
Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come to my work.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Wait.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You better be afraid of me. Took right, took right.
Towards the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jennings has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the lock.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check. Good. Alert.
Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cassius Marsh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo going for Hurd on the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
13. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, wahoo!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's caught by Selleck. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
12. 1, Omaha.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
21. Here we go. 1, Omaha. Mike, 49. Double.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wilson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To throw is Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. They will run again with Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Go ahead.
This is Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped, or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get this. Reload. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
56. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Throwing again, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Still got 4 down.
52. Wow. 52's the mic. It's going to be a long...
Now Wilson. Going to throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll come out in the pistol. Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
12, fellas, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the 49ers, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance.